Hello, welcome to Lurch Pens. I wanted to do just a real quick review of what is perhaps one of my favorite pens to bring to work, believe it or not. This is the Shaeffer 100. You can tell it's a Shaeffer because it's got the dot. Let's just kind of go over the pen real quick. See the finial. The end finials are nice. They're just, if I can get it to focus, it's all polished. Please forgive my stained hands. I just put some Emerald of Shaeffer in one of my narwhals. And man, this thing just does not want to focus. There it goes. Let's see if I can get that to focus right there. All right. So yeah, it's just a nice slim pen. It's a snap cap. It's got a nice positive snap. Let's go ahead and see if I can get that. This is a fine. You can see it's got that broader Shaeffer nib. If I can get it kind of a macro shot on this, I'll splice that into this video, but nice little slim pen. It is a cartridge converter. Oh boy, looks like something exploded on the inside of this. Oh, I will clean that out later. That is, oh, well that's my fault. I didn't have that properly seated. I'm going to put that back on and pretend you didn't, I want you to pretend you didn't see it. I have, oh well, and now it's getting all over my fingers. Well, you know, that's the life of fountain pen aficionados. Know that the Shaeffer pens do have a proprietary Shaeffer cartridge that you need to purchase with these. It does come with a couple, like a black cartridge and a blue cartridge, I think, or one or the other, I can't remember. But let's go ahead and cut from here and let's see if I can get the macro shot set up on this. All right, there it is. Got that focus going. You can see the nib. It says Shaeffer. Does have a little bit of a step down to the grip section, but it's not uncomfortable at all. It tapers and flares out slightly. It is metal, so forgive all the fingerprints. But the end finials are nice and polished. So let's do a quick little writing sample. See if I can get this to be centered on the camera. So once again, this is a fine. I've got Private Reserve, ebony purple in here, which honestly, it's one of my favorite inks because when you write with it, it looks black, but then if you look close, you can tell it's purple. So it's actually kind of a fun ink to use in a professional setting. So THE pen. So that's printed. It does write reverse. It's definitely a little scratchy, but overall, this pen is just fine. Please forgive my chicken scratch, but I do like how this pen writes. It's a really nice little pen. I did forget. Let's take a closer look at the cap. So you can see that. Okay, let's see. The cap band has Shaeffer on it. It is just kind of fixed, and I'll be honest, this right here is really, I mean, it's a nice looking clip. I really do like the clip, but it is a stiff clip. So that may or may not be a plus for you. But the thing that I like most about this pen, and the reason that it's beyond the looks that I really like this for a work pen, so a pen I take with me to work, is easy one-handed, and you can get to writing. So for me, in my job, I do a lot of handwriting. I take a lot of notes, and sometimes people will pop into my office and I'll immediately need to start taking notes. So it's nice to be able to just go like that and just jettison the lid, so to speak, and get this thing going. But yeah, it's a fairly light pen. You can find specs online. I'm not going to do the specs on this, but I will do a comparison. If you give me a quick second, let me go get some other pens and you can compare size, get a sense of what this is like. All right, so you can see here's my Shaeffer. Starting from top to bottom though, this is a Narwhal, spelled Schuylkill, but I think it's pronounced Schuylkill. Please correct me in the comments. Let me know how I'm actually supposed to pronounce that. It's in the Dragonet Sapphire Ebony. This is a Jinhao X 750 TWSBI Mini. And this is my most recent addition, my Pelican M205 in petrol. And I absolutely love this pen. I bought this pen to commemorate a birthday, and I am going to do a review of this pen at some point. But there's the pen. Let's take the caps off. You can even watch me take the caps off. So all right, let's go one by one. Let's start smallest to largest this time. So here's the Pelican. Kind of see, let's turn these like this. Kind of see the difference here. The Pelican is definitely a little bit thicker, but it's just about as long. So if you have a Pelican M200, they are almost identical in length. Put that aside. Let's put it over here. Oh man, chaos tonight. All right, here's the TWSBI Mini. As you can see, that one's, I need to clean my pens. But once again, the TWSBI Mini is definitely a little thicker. This is definitely a much more girthy pen. Nibs are a lot bigger, but you can kind of get a sense of how that is. And then here's that Narwhal. Now that is a much bigger pen. So let's get these all capped up before they dry back out. And while I'm capping them up, I can keep talking. So yes, the Shaeffer 100 is a narrow pen. What am I doing? I need to pay attention. Is a much more narrow pen, and it's one of the most narrow pens that I own. However, for me, for quick notes, I actually really like that, because if you think about it, this is really not any thicker than a your typical ballpoint or ballpoint pen. So here's a ballpoint reference. See, it's about the same size as like a Sharpie S gel. But I'd rather be writing with this than I would be with that Sharpie S gel. So yeah. Anywho, if you're interested, got an affiliate link down in the comments. This comes in a bunch of different styles. I'm going to give you the Amazon link, but you can go to places like Pen Chalet, Gold Spot, Goulet. Everybody seems to have this Shaeffer 100. It is just, and a part of it is just, it is such a practical pen. It's not even that expensive. So it lists, I think, for like 65, but you can usually find this between 35 and 50 bucks. I wouldn't pay more than that for this. But it is, so keep in mind, I am 6'5", and I have really big hands, and I still find this a very, very comfortable pen to write with. In fact, I could write all day. And with that, I think I'm going to go to bed. So, good night.